and Aditya L1, which was the first satellite mission to study the sun. Sir, these achievements are not just a milestone. They are a testament to the unwavering dedication, hard work, and remarkable journey of our nation's space program, fueled by the tireless work of our scientists, engineers, and our support team at ISRO. Sir, I was thrilled to watch on TV the awe-inspiring launch of Chandrayaan-3, which happened in Sriharikota, which is in my home state of Andhra Pradesh. It is an experience that filled my heart with pride, excitement, and joy. The sight of our spacecraft ascending into the cosmos was nothing short of breathtaking. It was a moment that resonated deeply with every Indian and a moment that affirmed our status as Vishwa Guru. I also would like to take a second and appreciate all scientists, including the Telugu scientists, who have contributed to the Chandrayaan mission. What makes Chandrayaan-3's triumph even more inspiring is the journey that led us here. It reminds us that failure should never deter us. Instead, it should propel us to return stronger. Chandrayaan-2 faced its own challenges, but our scientists and engineers demonstrated an unwavering spirit of resilience and determination. So they refused to let adversity define their journey, and their efforts bore fruit with the resounding success of Chandrayaan-3. In the words of our visionary leader, Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu, every crisis creates an opportunity, and those who fight in those situations will emerge as leaders. This is precisely what our ISRO scientists have demonstrated to the world. They have seized the opportunity, overcome the challenges, and emerged as leaders in the space exploration program. Respected sir, as we speak about the successes of ISRO, the first name that comes to the young minds of this country is our beloved former President Abdul Kalam ji sir. He is commonly known as the People's President also. We have all heard inspiring stories of his association with ISRO. And it is an honor for TDP, as Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, the then convener of NDA, was the one who proposed and supported the nomination of Kalam as the President of our nation. And I am certain that Dr. Kalam, had he been among us today, he would have been filled with immense joy and satisfaction seeing the success today. He also preached to this great nation to dream big and achieve big. But sir, ISRO not only dreamt big, but it dreamt of the impossible and achieved what no other country could today. It's now upon the central government to take these great technological advances and breakthroughs and use them for the benefit of 140 crore people of this country, sir. And I take immense pride in serving under the leadership of Chandrababu Naidu Garu, who encapsulates the above thought brilliantly. I would like to highlight certain programs where our leader engaged with ISRO to help resolve issues faced by the people of Andhra Pradesh when he was the Chief Minister, sir. The lightning alert system, which was initiative launched to help warn people about possible lightning and staying safe, sir. And it was a lot of beneficial program for my constituency of Srikakulam, as it is a cyclone-prone area. And envisioning the use of satellite imagery for crop health monitoring, yield protections, and crop insurance payouts, sir. And the government is today using it for Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana also. And building spatial dashboards to monitor big development infra projects like Polavaram and other ones, sir. Monitoring groundwater levels and actively working with young entrepreneurs to develop technology that can benefit the common man. We should also acknowledge the rapid growth in our private sector's involvement in the development of space technologies over the last few years. Young startups like Dhruva Space, Satshore, Digantara, Skyroot Aerospace, Bellatrix, and many others across India have achieved remarkable success over the last few years. I urge the central government to actively engage, assist, and tap into the potential of such organizations to accelerate our country's overall progress in space research and satellite technology. I also applaud the government for launching programs such as Atal Tinkering Labs and legislation such as Anusandhan National Research Foundation Act 2023 that are aimed towards fostering the spirit of learning and scientific temperament in our country, sir. Sir, before I conclude, I would like to bring the attention of the House to the case of Sri Nambi Narayan, a stark reminder of how motivated, petty vindictiveness can uproot and put back years of scientific development and innovation. It puts fear in the hearts of people and discourages them from carrying forward the works of their leaders, lest they be termed traitors to the nation themselves. Even though he has been cleared of all the charges, the years lost fighting the allegations took an obvious toll on his health and reputation, sir. The country lost out as well on the possible immense contributions his brilliant mind could have made to our space program. Sir, we live in strange times where the corrupt are putting the honest and sincere in jail, sir. We see a similar chain of events unfold in my state of Andhra Pradesh, where our beloved leader Chandrababu Naidu, who worked relentlessly for 45 years with an unblemished career, have been jailed. Sir, if I'm speaking anything unparliamentary, you have the right to expunge it, sir. But I'm not speaking anything unparliamentary. Within my limits of being a parliamentarian, I'm speaking in this house, sir, who has worked relentlessly for 45 years with an unblemished career, has been jailed on trumped up charges, which is an obvious case of regime revenge litigation. What incentives do young leaders like me have when honesty is being impeached? On the other hand, another leader from my state, surrounded by sycophants, will be celebrating 10th year anniversary of being out on bail this 23rd September for looting our country of 43,000 crores, sir. Sir, respected sir, we need to fix our system before it is taken for granted. Sir, 2 lines and I'm concluding.
Please conclude.
Concluding, sir. Sir, many of them who have benefited from CBN's policies and leadership over the years have come out on the streets to show their concern over his arrest. Not only in Andhra Pradesh, but in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, not only in India, but cities across USA, UK, Australia and many other countries. There is support pouring in, sir. Through you, I appeal to the members of this august house to raise their voices collectively against the grave injustice and blatant assassination of democracy unfolding in Andhra Pradesh.
You please, he is not speaking anything unparliamentary. Please, you can dispute it. You can dispute. Suppose anything, anything unparliamentary, objectionable, it will be looked into. But unnecessarily you don't create noise, because you can very well dispute it after when your turn comes. No. He is comparing Nambi Narayan's case.
Let me conclude, sir. Let me conclude.
Please, let him complete. You conclude.
Let me conclude, sir. Yeah. Last 4.5 years, I'm seeing, sir, the members of parliament from ICP.
After his
their
speech,
only
you can
agenda
very well,
is to
you can
stop
very well
me
say.
and my members from speaking. There is nothing else.
Yes.
I'll just conclude. Very last point, sir. As I conclude, I am reminded of Martin Luther King's quote: "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere," sir. Thank you. Jai Hind. Save democracy.
Thank you very
in
much,
Andhra Pradesh.
Shri Pratap Sarangi ji. No. You give your name when your turn. No. When your turn comes, you can speak.
Honorable Chairman, sir, I thank you from the core of my heart for your kind permission to speak on this inspiring and very encouraging topic. Sir, it has been my proud privilege to speak for the first time in this new parliament building. Bharat Mata is destined to create history under the able leadership of a great champion like Narendra Modi ji, our Honorable Prime Minister. Sir, entire world gazed towards the sky on the momentous occasion of August 23, 2023, when the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO stood on the brink of a historic achievement, leveraging India's ageless traditional knowledge, rich ancient wisdom, twinned with modern scientific and technological excellence and economic prudence. With the Chandrayaan-3 August mission, touching down on the enigmatic and uncharted south pole of the moon, it's a day of anticipation and wonder, hope and aspiration. While the mission represents the zenith of modern space exploration, it's imperative to revisit the ancient Indian knowledge that has woven a celestial tapestry around the moon for centuries. In Indian rich tapestry of ancient wisdom, the moon, known as Chandra or Chandrama in Sanskrit, holds a profound significance. It has long been a source of inspiration, mystic and spiritual connection. Ancient Indian or the Jyotishis meticulously observed the moon's phases, cycles and influence on Earth. The lunar calendar, based on the moon's waxing and waning, played a pivotal role in various aspects of life, including agriculture, rituals and festivals. The moon's ethereal glow and its ever-changing phases evoked metaphors of transformation, cyclicality and the transient nature of life. It found its place not only in scientific treatises, but also in the realm of art, poetry and philosophy. The silvery orb adorned countless tales where gods and goddesses, lovers and seekers were often associated with its luminescence. As Chandrayaan-3 ventures to touch the lunar surface, it's intriguing to contemplate the echoes of ancient Indian insights in the modern endeavor. The moon's south pole, a realm clogged in mystery and shadow, is a fitting canvas for both ancient wonder and modern curiosity to converge. The lunar surface, as observed through the lens of Chandrayaan mission, unveils tales of geological evolution and cosmic history. And yet the legacy of ancient Indian thought of largest universal well-being offers a perspective that extends beyond the scientific gaze. The moon's surface, with its craters and crevices, becomes a tapestry that speaks of cosmic cycles, change, and the dance of celestial bodies. Just as Chandrayaan-3 seeks to unravel geological secrets, ancient Indian wisdom invites us to explore the metaphorical depths of the moon's symbolism. The moon's waxing and waning mirrors the eternal ebb and flow of life. Its luminous radiance amidst the darkest nights reflects hope, strength, aspiration, and guidance in the face of challenges. As Chandrayaan-3's journey nears its pinnacle, it's a celebration not only of technological prowess but also of the continuum of human curiosity and exploration. The threads of ancient Indian knowledge are interwoven with the fabric of modern space science, illuminating the moon's significance through time, encouraging insightful, futuristic explorations of the Milky Way for the enduring global good, universal prosperity of humankind, and all species of sustainable economy, ecology, and environment, which is symbolized by the great personality of Honorable Narendra Modi. Ahead of the developed world, it is India's maiden global achievement to soft land Chandrayaan-3 space mission unexploded south pole. This demonstrates undivided attention, inspiring support, and visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, complemented by collective technical excellence of the Indian scientific community led by ISRO. सर, इसरो के वैज्ञानिकों का श्रद्धा, पूर्ण श्रद्धा, असामान्य एकाग्रता, प्रचंड साहस, दृढ़ निश्चय, दुर्वार संकल्प और राष्ट्र के प्रति समर्पित चरित्र और अखंड साधना के कारण और हमारे विजनरी लीडर, राष्ट्रगत प्राण, अद्भुत सामर्थ्य का अधिकारी, असंभव के महानायक, यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी के कुशल और प्रेरणादायी नेतृत्व के कारण यह संभव हुआ है. When Russia, a great country like Russia, failed, India succeeds. सर, भारत विश्व का प्रथम राष्ट्र है साउथ पोल में चंद्रयान का सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग करने. सर, आज कुछ लोग बोलते हैं इसको कुसंस्कार, हमारा पूर्वजों का जो सारा कीर्तिमान जो आविष्कार है इसको कुसंस्कार मानते हैं. सर, विश्व में जब कोई सभ्यता का उन्मेष नहीं हुआ था, आधुनिक यूरोप और अमेरिका के पूर्वजों ने जब अरण्य में अपने को नीले रंग में रंजित करके विचरण करते थे, भाषा भाव में संकेत के द्वारा भाव विनिमय करते थे, कभी कभी खाद्याभाव के कारण नरमांस भी खा जाते थे. सभ्यता का उस उषा काल में जिसका भेद करने में दंत कथा भी असमर्थ है, इतिहास तो नहीं है, उस समय में हमारा देश में एक चमत्कार सभ्यता संपन्न, संस्कृति संपन्न राष्ट्र का आविर्भाव हुआ, जिन्होंने सारा विश्व में ज्ञानालोक वितरण करने का स्पर्धा पोषण करते हुए कृणुंतो विश्वमानव का उद्घोष में विश्व का गगन को गुंजायमान किया था. हम उनका स्पर्धित कर रहे थे. कला, साहित्य, विज्ञान, दर्शन, गणित, खगोल विद्या, ज्योतिर्विद्या, चिकित्सा विद्या, युद्ध शास्त्र, अर्थशास्त्र, कूटनीति, समस्त विषयों में जिन्होंने विश्व का गुरु पद में आसीन थे, उस राष्ट्र का हम स्पर्धित उत्तरदायी है. सर, हमारा देश में कभी नया विचारों का विरोध नहीं किया गया. हमने बराबर नित्य सत्य का अनुसंधान को प्रेरित किया है.
ये सारंगी जी, अब समय.
सर, मैं तो थोड़ा सा आरंभ ही किया है. मेरा बारी पहले था, 2-3 फिर टर्न हुआ, फिर मेरा नाम आया. सर, व्हाट इज साइंस? सर, द प्रेजेंट डे सिविलाइजेशन इन व्हिच वी लिव इन is the product of a particular discipline of human mind known as modern science. And what is science? Sir, science can be broadly divided into two different parts. First is pure science, then is applied science. And pure science is nothing but a pursuit, a search after truth. a search of unbiased, unprejudiced, free from all dogmas, search after truth of nature. And applied science is an invention developed after these findings of the search after truth. Sir, so Chandrayaan is also an invention developed after these findings of the truth of pure science. Sir, now I can say that India has developed such truths ages ago, which modern science may take ages to rediscover. हमारे पूर्वजों ने जिस ज्ञान विज्ञान का आविष्कार किया, इसमें यह विराट पुरुष का आविष्कार हुआ. चंद्रमा मनसो जातो चक्षु सूर्य जायत. The vastness and the oneness of the universe is the unique discovery of our sages ages ago. Sir, I would remember one incident. A great scientist, a Nobel laureate in physics, an American physicist, Dr. John Hobson, he wrote in a book that Swami Vivekananda posed a challenge to modern science when he asked, can we equate matter and energy? And the challenge was answered by Albert Einstein after 3 years of his passing out. While explaining the philosophy of Sakya and Vedanta, Vivekananda told American scientists that your science is incomplete. Since your investigation stopped on 2 points, you could not discover the unity of human experience. Your knowledge, your experience could not proceed further. That is energy and mass. You could not unify them. But he explained how our sages ages ago discovered this unity in cosmic intelligence. From lowest atom to the highest Brahman, how the entire process ran, Vivekananda explained it very scientifically. Referring to this incident, John Hobson told me, and this truth was discovered that energy and mass are two different aspects of the particular single truth discovered by Albert Einstein after passing 3 years of passing away of Swami Vivekananda. Sir, इन सब विषयों में सपोज शून्य का आविष्कार नहीं होता भारत में, तो गणित का कितनी असहाय अवस्था होता. रसायन विद्या का भरत मुनि का नाट्य शास्त्र हो, संगीत शास्त्र हो, कणाद मुनि का अणुशास्त्र हो,
ये तो सारे नहीं बोल रहे हैं क्या?
चरक और सुश्रुत का चिकित्सा शास्त्र हो, कौटिल्य का अर्थशास्त्र हो, ये सारा ज्ञान विज्ञान का भंडार भारत में ही है. सर, संपूर्ण भूमंडल में भारत का सम्मान बढ़ा है माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी के कारण. कुछ लोग कहते हैं हम तो वैज्ञानिकों को सम्मान करते हैं, लेकिन मोदी जी को क्यों?
प्रताप सारंगी जी, एक मिनट. इट्स वेरी एक मिनट. It's very informative, knowledgeable, but time doesn't permit. That is a problem. That concern. Kindly conclude.
Sir,
We fully appreciate, but at the same time, time doesn't, because 24 more speakers, and the minister has to respond.
Sir,
Kindly cooperate with the chair.
सर, हमारे देश में सम्मान ऐसा बढ़ा है कि हमारे वैज्ञानिकों ने माननीय मोदी जी के प्रेरणा में कोविड वैक्सीन आविष्कार किया, और कोविड वैक्सीन को मोदी जी ने सारा विश्व में वितरित किया. कुछ लोग कहते हैं विश्व में क्यों देते हो, हमारे देश में देते हो. सर, इस युग है दुनिया का एक्सपेंशन का युग है. विवेकानंद कहते हैं अनसेल्फिश इज लाइफ, सेल्फिशनेस इज डेथ. हेल्पिंग अदर्स इज लाइफ, नॉट हेल्पिंग अदर्स इज डेथ. Strength is life, weakness is death. India was weak, nobody respected her. India became strong, America respected her, Australia respected, the world respected. सर, चंद्रयान मिशन में हमारी सफलता, ये हमारा विस्तार का, हमारा शक्ति का नमूना है. और माननीय मोदी जी ने घोषणा किया कि ये हमारी ये सफलता सारा विश्व का ज्ञान भंडार को समृद्ध करेगा, न केवल हमारा देश का मोनोपोली का विषय होगा. सर, इटर्नल सनातन धर्म जिसको आज कुछ लोग विरोध करते हैं, ये अपने को धर्मनिरपेक्ष मानते हैं, बोलते हैं सनातन धर्म को उखाड़ के फेंक दो, ये डेंगू, ये मलेरिया, ये HIV. सर, हम इसको सहन करते हैं क्योंकि हम जानते हैं कि हमारा धर्म सहनशीलता का वैशिष्ट्य हमें देता है. बाकी कुछ धर्मों के बारे में बोलेंगे तो फतवा जारी हो जाएगा. हम ऐसा नहीं करते हैं. हमारा स्वामी विवेकानंद ने घोषणा किया कि I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all the nations and of all the nations around. Sir, we take pity on them. We take pity on their knowledge. Those who say we are separate, we belong to Ravana race. Sir, Ravana was an Arya Santan, son of Vishrava Rishi. He was accepted as the Purohita by Ramachandra in Setu and the Pratishtha. They do not know the history of the nation. The whole nation is one. भगवान व्यासदेव वेदों का संकलन किया, अष्टादश महापुराण का रचना किया और व्यास सूत्र वेदांत सूत्र का रचना किया, श्रीमद् भागवत का रचना किया, श्रीमद् महाभारत विश्व का सबसे बड़ा महाकाव्य का रचना किया, जिनमें श्रीमद् भगवत गीता को संयोजित किया। सर, भगवान व्यासदेव का माता एक धीवर कन्या ट्राइबल लेडी और उनका पिता ब्राह्मण पराशर मुनि। इसलिए वेदों के ऊपर ब्राह्मणों का जितना अधिकार है, वनवासियों का भी उतना अधिकार है। अति प्राचीन काल से वंशगत सम्मिश्रण हुआ है। सर, मैं कहना चाहता हूं, ये जातिगत विद्वेष फैला करके भारत को खंडित करने का जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ये हमारा राष्ट्रघातक है। सर, ये अपना ज्ञान का दारिद्र्य के कारण अपना अत्याचार को दूसरों के ऊपर स्थापित करने की जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इसको हिंदुस्तान बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगा। सनातन धर्म अनादिकाल से चल रहा है, अनंत काल तक चलेगा, इसको विध्वंस कोई कर नहीं सकता है। और हमारा धर्म ही सारा विश्व को स्वीकार करता है। सारा विश्व का अत्याचारित समुदाय का आश्रय स्थल है सनातन धर्म, यह भारत भूमि। हमारा मार्ग भिन्न हो सकता है, लक्ष्य एक है, साधन भिन्न हो सकता है, साध्य एक, भाषा भिन्न हो सकता है, भाव एक, रचना भिन्न हो सकता है, साहित्य एक, रीति भिन्न हो सकती है, संस्कृति एक। यह हिंदू संस्कृति है, भारतीय संस्कृति। सारा विश्व का हमने समादर किया। सर, trust the eternal Sanatan Dharma propounded by our sages and gurus guide us to realize, appreciate and acknowledge the harmonious blend of ancient wisdom and modern innovation. Chandrayaan-3's success stands as a testament to humanity's unceasing quest to reach the unreached, uncover the uncovered, the unknown, bridging the realm of old and new, ancient and modern, and embracing the moon's wisdom that has inspired generations both past and present. सारा देश, सारा विश्व इसके लिए गर्वित होता है। कुछ लोग इधर गर्व नहीं कर सकते हैं। सर, इनको कुछ बीमारी हुआ है, जो भारत का गौरव में गर्व अनुभव नहीं करते। जो कहते हैं, we have conceived the idea of this new parliament building, but they could not do. They have conceived the idea of women reservation bill, that they could not do. They could not make delivery. They conceived the idea, it passed away. We conceived, we furnished, and we delivered. So that is the credit of Manyavad Narendra Modi ji. With this I conclude.
Sri Dean Kuriaz Kosh ji.
Sir, Madam, thank you very much, Madam, for getting this opportunity. And I would like to start. Madam, we heard so many speeches here, and I would like to point out how BJP people politicizing this matter Chandrayaan. We heard Honorable Member Tejasvi Surya's speech just before. Unnecessarily he criticized Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Congress party. Madam, we don't want the certificate of them, but history is there. Whatever Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru did, whatever Indira Gandhi ji did, whatever Rajiv Gandhi ji did, whatever Narasimha Rao did, whatever Manmohan Singh ji did, that is in the history. And the difference of opinion is, unnecessarily they are claiming India became independent after 2014. That is the difference of opinion in this matter also. Madam, we would like to point out, this matter, it is a proud of nation. And they are mentioning another political issues also. Honorable Member Tejasvi Surya pointed out Nambi Narayan issue, the great scientist. And he connected that matter with Kerala Congress party also. Madam, what was the issue? We condemned what happened to that great scientist. That issue has happened at that period, but it was connected to a court case. That was the most unfortunate incident. What is the role of Congress party in that issue? This is the problem of BJP, and they are unnecessarily claiming it is their only credit. That is, we are criticizing now. Madam, I am coming to the point. I am coming to the subject. First of all, I would like to congratulate the people of India, especially the hard-working scientists of ISRO, the great Indian universities that produced them, and also the people who came before them, who laid the strong foundations for this success. When the Chandrayaan 2 suffered a setback, India was sad only for a day. Deep inside, we all knew that ISRO will bounce back. That is the great Indian spirit of coming back stronger after a failure. The traditions of Indian science exploration were established along with the Constitution. The term scientific temper was coined by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and it is part of the English vocabulary now. It finds mention in our esteemed Constitution too. This is an opportune moment to discuss what we are doing to promote scientific temper across the country. Madam, this success of Chandrayaan 3 is a moment of great pride for the people of Kerala as well. From the beginning, Kerala has played an important role in the story India's success in space sector. The very first rocket launch in India happened at Tumba, Trivandrum. The hard work of scores of Malayali scientists as well as local residents was what made the launch so successful. From there, we never had to look back. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India and the rocket man of India, is almost like a Malayali. He spoke fluent Malayalam and also built his career at Kerala, where he created a large body of work in service of the nation. Most of the great achievements of the ISRO was done when it was headed by Malayalis. I would like to gratefully remember the stellar tenures of Dr. K. Kasturirangan, Dr. G. Vadhavan Nair, Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, and the Madam, I just started. The present chairman, Dr. T. Somanath, is a proud child of Kerala, having completed his education from the state itself. Madam, 26 companies from Kerala have contributed to the manufacturing of components used in Chandrayaan 3. Out of these, 6 are public sector companies and 20 are in the private sector. A lot of manufacturing has done in facilities like that are situated in Valiamala, amongst others. It is a matter of pride for us to be able to contribute to this like that. Madam, grand success like that of Chandrayaan 3 helps boost the positive image of science in the minds of people. But as the news fades away, that excitement is pushed to the background. We need to have consistent engagement with the people to ensure that the message is always communicated to them. We need to build on the successes like this and make sure that children are attracted to the science. Also, being a scientist is a dream for millions of Indians, but hardly a handful of people know it from the childhood on how to work towards that aim. This has to be addressed at the earliest. Madam, science is everywhere. And concluding, just allow 2 another minutes, please. Science is everywhere, but science education is not. If we are to look around, the marvels of this world is a gift of science. However, to truly appreciate that, the people of India should have a dedicated science museum close to them. A science museum at the state capital can serve only so many people. My humble submission is that there should be a mini science museums and science center at every Lok Sabha constituency. Every school in the constituency should be tried to this science center.
Isn't that you are allowing to contradict each other? Was it a part of a discussion or you are allowing to contradict each other? इन बात के लिए आपके पास टाइम है. हमने पूछा तो 4 बजे का समय दिया था. अब कितने बजे? चुप कर बैठे हैं, इसका मतलब युवा है क्या? मार्शल चलाता है या चेयर चलाते हैं? ये भी तो एक बात करना चाहिए.
इसके बाद आपका है, जस्ट इसके बाद आपका है, घबराई नहीं बच्चे. इसके बाद आपका है. शांत रहिए, शांत रहिए. इसके बाद
बात कीजिए ना.
बैठिए जी, बोलिए जी. मरगनी भारत जी बोलिए.
Ma'am, we are the 4th largest party. We have ample time, more than 10 minutes. Kindly may permit.
प्लीज.
Ma'am, at the outset, I thank the chair for permitting me to speak in this important discussion on the success of Chandrayaan 3. Ma'am, today I stand here to acknowledge the remarkable achievements of Indian Space Research Organization. Ma'am, as we look at the stars, everyone must be filled with immense pleasure and pride, ma'am, for the accomplishments of ISRO. these testaments of our scientists, it's years of hard work, persistence and dedication, ma'am. Dr. Abdul Kalam said and dreamt that India should be a prominent player in the space exploration. As my friend rightly said about Abdul Kalam ji, he was recommended by Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, but never Abdul Kalam ji mentioned about this. And these people are proclaiming that we have appointed Mr. Abdul Kalam. So sad, man. And one more thing, the ISRO remarkable achievements in the space exploration with the success of Chandrayaan 3 and as well as the first lunar exploration is Aditya L1, ma'am. The ISRO journey, which began in 1969, has been nothing short of extraordinary, ma'am. Ma'am, the ISRO provides services like the weather forecasting, broadcasting, networking, navigation, and geographic information, and so on. But the Chandrayaan 3 soft landing on the moon, on the lunar surface, solidifies the India's dominance in the space sector, ma'am. Earlier in 2019, with the failure of Chandrayaan 2 and the Russians module also the same, a lot of pressure with our scientists, and finally, when the Vikram lander headed on the surface of the moon with 6,000 kilometers speed, which is 10 times faster than a plane, which is unimaginable, ma'am. To land in that speed on the earth is unimaginable. But our scientists had made really hard work and also the complicated maneuver to land on the surface of the moon. And when the countdown was going on, it was really nerve-wracking, ma'am. The from each minute when it is dropping down to the surface of the moon, be it 50 kilometers, 40 kilometers, every minute it is coming down. And finally, to landed on the moon, when the chairman of the ISRO, Mr. Somnath, has announced India is on the moon. So every people in the country, and rather all the people in the world waited for this particular spectacular situation has happened, which is landed on the moon, ma'am. And as we speak, ma'am, the India's rover drove down on the moon, on the south pole of the moon, and perhaps no other country in the world has landed on the south pole. And today our scientists really made a great, no one have ever expected, the whole world never expected this kind of situation with the Indian scientists will happen, and the Indian scientists have made. And really I wanted to express here, ma'am, my daughter, which is 6 years old, Jaini, she told me that Nana, we are on the moon. And my mother also said, when are we going to the moon? And this, all things resonate, that everybody has owned this. All the people on this, all our country people have owned this, ma'am. And really, I appreciate and wholeheartedly appreciate the team ISRO and also the Honorable Prime Minister for this great thing happened, ma'am. The total spending of Chandrayaan 3 is about $75 million, which is lesser than the Boeing 777, and also even lesser than the bigger Hollywood films also, ma'am. And also I would like to mention here, ma'am, the Vikram lander and also Pragya, the rover, will be heading soon under the dynamic and able leadership of the Honorable Prime. Ma'am, 10 minutes I've asked. We are having time, enough time, ma'am. Ma'am, with these words, from the words of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the visionary founder of ISRO, ma'am, and I quote, "The space is not just a destination, but a frontier of endless possibilities," ma'am. Let's not forget the historic moment when the Prime Minister announced the landing site, the Chandrayaan 3, would be named Shiv Shakti, ma'am. The name Shiv Shakti signifies our deep-rooted cultural reverences and also the recent, the Luna, the recent Aditya L1 also, it's truly remarkable, ma'am. And coming to the recent, one of my good friends from TDP has mentioned, ma'am, give me 1 minute of time. Give me 1 minute of time. Mentioned, he was just thinking about, the chair has asked to speak about Chandrayaan, but he is thinking about his leader, Chandrababu Naidu. And I wanted to mention here, that Chandrababu Naidu was arrested with a scam of 3,300 crores. 3,300 crores, where the Siemens has confessed when the CID has intervened. When the CID has intervened under the section of IPC 164 of CRPC, Siemens said that we have nothing to do with the MOU of the skill development. And now I wanted to mention here, sir, ma'am, the Mr. Naidu has arrested under the relevant sections of criminal conspiracy, cheating and dishonesty, forgery. In addition to that, CID has invoked the Prevention of Corruption Act. And these all things had happened, ma'am. More skeletons will tumble out from the Chandrababu Naidu's closet, and TDP is the party of miscreants, and TDP is resorting to the crimes and
352, Madam, 352. Rule 352. Ma'am, Rule 352. A member, while speaking, shall not refer to any matter of fact on which a judicial decision is pending. He is talking about a case which is pending in the court, madam. Madam, according to this rule, we have to expunge everything that he has spoken. Madam, this is a case that is pending in the court. According to Rule 352, according to
Shri Arvind Samba ji, अरे बैठ जाओ.
थैंक यू चेयरमैन मैडम. मैं आज मेरी वेदना प्रदर्शित करता हूं. पहले जिस ढंग से पार्लियामेंट चल रहा है वो बायस नहीं होना चाहिए. सो दैट शुड बी टेकन इनटू कंसिडरेशन फर्स्ट. एक सेंटेंस में समझ जाना चाहिए. पहली तो बात, लेट मी हार्टिली कांग्रेचुलेट श्री सोमनाथ जी, his entire team of ISRO, the scientists and all those ancillaries who were supporting the functioning of the or launching of this satellite. There was BSNL also. It will be very clear from this also. And therefore I heartily congratulate on behalf of my party, my leader, Uddhavji Thackeray, and millions of followers of him. Madam, you, every one of us know that the Vikram Sarabhai, during the regime of Nehru, who thought of a space research, an Indian committee on space research was formed during the regime of the Pandit Nehru ji. मुझे इतना ही बहुत बताना है कि उतना सब होने के बाद में आज भी हम 75 साल में क्या हुआ, ये हमारा डायलॉग है रोज का. अब पता चला होगा आज तो 75 साल में क्या हुआ. 60 साल पूर्व इसरो की बनाया गया. अब इसरो बनने के बाद में आज इस जो मंजिल हमने पाई है उसकी सराहना 140 करोड़ जनता तो करती है, पूरी दुनिया कर रही है और उसका हमें प्राइड है. इट्स रियली प्राइड मूवमेंट फॉर एवरी वन ऑफ इन द कंट्री. उसमें और एक बताता हूँ कि कितनी छोटी बातें कैसी होती है मैडम, कि जब से ये चल रहा है संशोधन, तो एक चेन्नई के एक साइंटिस्ट जो कुछ साइंटिस्ट है, उसका नेम है चेन्नई बेस्ड एमेच्योर स्पेस एंथुसियास्ट नेम शनमुगा सुब्रमण्यम, skilled in image analysis, identified the location for lander debris, and NASA later confirmed it. वो जो डेब्रिस गिरा था वो एक कोई इसरो का नहीं है, वो स्पेस का ऐसा ही उसका संशोधन करता है. इतना मतलब लोगों के रगों में गया कि जो कुछ हो रहा है उसमें लोग भी पार्टिसिपेट करने लगे हैं, तो उसकी सराहना जितनी करी उतनी कम होगी. मैडम, यू एवरीवन ऑफ नो दैट अभी आदित्य भी है. कुछ लोगों को आदित्य नाम से भी डर लगता है आजकल, पता नहीं है, लेकिन हमारे ये अच्छा हुआ कि आदित्य हिल वहाँ गए हैं. वो आदित्य हिल जो इमेजेस बनाता है उसमें VLCC करके भी विजिबल एमिशन लाइन कॉर्नोग्राफी एंड सूट सोलर अल्ट्रावायलेट मैनेजर, ये सोलर वाले जो सूट बनाते हैं SUIT, इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी सेंटर फॉर एस्ट्रोनॉमी एंड एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स is done by Pune Institute. So this is everybody is contributing on all these things. I mean अब जब मैं विक्रम साराभाई जी की बात कर रहा हूँ, टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ सोशल साइंस इज एंड द कोलैबो ऑब्जर्वेटरी इज इन माय कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी, इट इज इन मुंबई. आज मुझे उनकी याद आती है, अब्दुल कलाम जी की, और खास करके इंदिरा गांधी जी. जब राकेश शर्मा जी गए थे तो वो एक फोन पे बात हुई और राकेश शर्मा जी से पूछा स्वर्गीय इंदिरा गांधी जी ने, हमारा हिंदुस्तान कैसे दिखता है? सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. वो सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान आज दुनिया में सबको पता चला कि हिंदुस्तान छोटा नहीं है, बहुत बड़ा हो गया है. चांद पे गया, अब सूरज को भी उसकी भी जान ले, उसकी भी रिसर्च करने के लिए, संशोधन करने के लिए हमारा ऑर्बिट लैंडर उधर बड़ा खड़ा है, वहाँ आदित्य एल लैंडर ऑर्बिट में खड़ा है. अब आज सुबह जो बातें हुई उसको थोड़ा सा स्पर्श करूंगा, ज्यादा नहीं बोलूंगा. धर्म और विज्ञान दोनों एक दूसरे से हाथ जुड़े हुए हैं, सही है. कि धर्म किसको कहे ये बात आती है कि जब हम सावरकर जी की बात करते हैं तो उन्होंने खास करके धर्म के बारे में व्याख्या की. धर्म क्या है, हिंदू नाम कैसे गिरा, सिंधु से हिंदू कैसे गिरा. तो ये सारा जो है अभी हमारे सारंग जी बताए सही है, हजारों वर्ष से हमारे पास आया है, हजारों वर्षों से. हमारे तुकाराम, संत तुकाराम जी का एक अभंग है, अणु रेणु या तोकडा तुका आकाशा एवढा. मराठी अणु इज एन एटम, रेणु. So all those things have been there in our, you can say, epics, in our granthas, in your all those abhangas, it is existing. लेकिन इसमें एक बड़ी बात आपने कही, उसके मैं खास करके आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ. तो बड़े दिल के लोग हैं, कोई छोटा से है तो उससे क्या ध्यान देना है. हम जहर को हम नहीं फैलाना, हम जहर को फैलाना चाहते हैं, वो अच्छी बात नहीं मुझे लगती. संस्कृति, परंपरा और श्रद्धा, ये श्रद्धा जो बात है, श्रद्धा क्या है, हर एक की श्रद्धा अलग अलग होती है. 2 मिनट में खत्म करता हूँ. हर एक की श्रद्धा अलग अलग होती है. हमारे हिंदू मंदिर में जाते हैं तो भी हिंदू है, नहीं जाता तो भी हिंदू है, पूजा करता है तो भी हिंदू है, भगवान को नहीं मानता तो भी हिंदू ही है. यही तो बड़प्पन है अपनी. हम परिवर्तनीय हैं. हमारे प्रबोधनकार ठाकरे जी, जो हमारे बाला साहब ठाकरे जी के पिताजी रहे, शाहू फुले अम्बेडकर जी, ये सारे परिवर्तनीय. इसलिए तो धर्म में जो परिवर्तन आया बड़ा स्वागतपूर्ण है. और अब जब हम, इसलिए मैंने सावरकर जी का जरा सा जिक्र किया, ज्यादा बात नहीं करना चाहता हूँ कि इसको लेकर हम राजनीति खेल रहे हैं, वो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है मुझे. आज हम चंद्रमा की बात कर रहे हैं. अब चंद्रमा की जब बात करते हैं तो मैंने अभी एक बात कही और दूसरी बात और भी करना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने सुबह एक बात कही कि वहाँ भूस्खलन हुआ और भूस्खलन में जो बचे उन लोगों ने बद्री विशाल की जय कहा. अच्छी बात है, भगवान के ऊपर श्रद्धा है. लेकिन जो मर गए उनका क्या करें, वो किस पर श्रद्धा जताए, वो किसको बुरा कहे. तो इसलिए हमारा धर्म समझने की कोशिश करने की आवश्यकता है. टेम्परामेंट एंड साइंटिस्ट, वो जो बात है वो ज्यादा स्वागत है, मान लिया उसको. और मैं चाहता हूँ कि जिस ढंग से चंद्रमा पर हम गए हैं और सूरज की हम संशोधन कर रहे हैं, मुझे नहीं लगता हमारा इसरो और देर करेगा. एक दिन आएगा जब चंद्रमा पर हिंदुस्तानी उतर कर आएगा और तिरंगा मशीन, तिरंगा रोवर, एक सेकंड वाक्य तो पूरा करने दो. तिरंगा रोवर नहीं फैलाएगा, तिरंगा हिंदुस्तानी फैलाएगा. और वही सावरकर जी को हिंदुस्तानी वाक्य मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता था. मैं आपने मुझे समय दिया, धन्यवाद.
Today I stand before you to celebrate our country's historic achievement in the field of space exploration and with the success of Chandrayaan-3 soft landing in the yet unexplored South Pole terrain of the moon, thereby making us the first country in the world to do so and the 4th country in the world to reach the moon. Close on the heels of the Chandrayaan success was the historic launch of Aditya L1. Both these missions have showcased our indigenous technological prowess and made every citizen of the country proud indeed. However, in the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we cannot alone take this glory, and we have to share it with the rest of the world. This achievement is a testament to our Honorable Prime Minister's dedication, perseverance, ingenuity, commitment to advancing scientific knowledge and space technology, his exemplary proclivity for taking bold decisions, and last but not the least, to the diligence and unwavering spirit of the scientists and engineers of ISRO. The Indian space research and its ecosystem have been in an upbeat mood since the Honorable Prime Minister announced space sector reforms with enhanced participation of private players in the Indian space program, and also approved the Indian space policy in 2022. The success of the Chandrayaan-3 has been the logical extension of a series of key missions undertaken by ISRO in the last decade, and will be followed by many more ambitious projects, to name one, Gaganyaan, in the future under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister. In 2017, PSLV C-37 created a world record by successfully placing 104 satellites in orbit in a single launch. The new Space India Limited, NSIL, launched in 2019, has presently signed 19 technology transfer agreements and successfully transferred 8 ISRO-developed technologies to the Indian industry. In 2022, Vikram S Prarambh mission, a suborbital launch vehicle, was launched successfully and became the first privately built rocket launched in India. ISRO in the last 9 years has launched 52 launch vehicles and 57 spacecraft missions. Chandrayaan-3's success has established our country as part of an exclusive club alongside the US, Russia and China, and has enhanced our global reputation as a serious player in the field of space exploration and R&D. It will also have a domino effect, leading to international collaborations, joint global space initiatives, knowledge exchange, and fostering closer ties with other nations, leading to further advancements in space technology. Madam, currently India contributes around 2 to 3% to the global space economy, which is expected to increase to 8 to 10% in the next decade. Our astute Honorable Prime Minister recognized the benefits of space technology and has expanded its usage to 60 line ministries for improved governance. Even during the COVID outbreak, the navigation and geospatial technologies were used efficiently to coordinate relief deployment. India has joined 5 nations capable of adopting navigation satellite system capacity. The Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, launched by Honorable Prime Minister in 2015, has helped save the lives of fishermen amid extreme weather conditions. India already has more than 140 startups, and the successful lunar mission will provide a huge boost to them. It will establish India's position as a cost-effective satellite launcher benefiting aerospace and defense sectors. The Chandrayaan mission will inspire and captivate the imagination of the youth and encourage them to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. Also, several rural space labs are being set up in schools across the country to foster interest in young minds vis-a-vis space studies. It will open up a wave of opportunities for several sectors, which will boost our economic growth, help us achieve our objective of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and bring us closer to achieving Honorable Prime Minister's vision of becoming the 3rd largest economy in the world. Now, I just want to put in a point that we as a civilization have always been curious about the stars and planets. And Puranic literature tells us that in ancient India we had the knowledge of astrophysics, sophisticated understanding of astronomy, which was also called Nakshatra Vidya, the science of the stars, and we were able to accurately predict eclipses, motions of the planets, and use this knowledge in Vedic astrology from Aryabhat to Vikram Sarabhai, Dr. Homi Bhabha, or Nambi Narayanan. We have a galaxy of legends in the field of space studies to be proud of. Now that our Honorable Prime Minister has firmly established himself on the world stage as a leader of leaders, it is no wonder, it is no wonder, ma'am, 1 minute, that he has shifted his sight on the stars, and let me assure you he will conquer the field there too. And my very best to the extraordinarily gifted, diligent, motivated scientists and engineers, and the Honorable Prime Minister creating a conducive and encouraging climate for our space research program to reach new heights. As in his words, as he said, the sky is definitely not the limit for the Indian space sector. I wish them the very best. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson, for affording me this opportunity to take part in the discussion. Madam, it is really a proud and prestigious moment to all Indians. On 23rd of August 2023, in the history-making soft landing of Chandrayaan-3 in the moon's south pole. Madam, we salute the Indian scientific community, in particular ISRO, for having achieved this historic success in space technology. Madam Chairperson, 13 scientists, including the chairman of ISRO. They are the former students of the TKM College of Engineering, wherein my constituency is there. 13 scientists who are part of the mission, including the chairman, Mr. S. Somnath. He is from the TKM College of Engineering, a well-reputed, prestigious college in the state of Kerala in my constituency. And that is being installed, that is being instituted by a learned person, Sri Tangal Kunji Musliya, in the year 1955. Madam Chairperson, when Chandrayaan-3 successfully landed on the moon, 1.4 billion people of India was in full joy and triumph in its making history. Through this landmark achievement, India's space agency ISRO became the first space mission in the world to land near the south pole of the moon. Madam Chairperson, the remarkable achievement of ISRO not only underscores the powers of Indian scientists, but also highlights the extraordinary journey of scientific development that India embarked upon since the establishment of ISRO in the year 1962. Further, it showcased India's technological capabilities and its visionary approach towards leveraging science and technology to address various other areas of development. Our moon mission is always having a human-centric approach. That is why immediately after the landing, soft landing, Honorable Prime Minister has said, this success belongs to all humanity, not to any individual or not to a particular community or a country. Madam, the roots of modern India's scientific journey is from the days of great visionary leader Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. It can be traced back to the establishment of Indian National Committee for Space Research in 1962, that is INCOSPAR. That was INCOSPAR. INCOSPAR is subsequently renamed as ISRO in the year 1969. ISRO steadily evolved from its modest beginning, achieving a series of milestones that illuminated the nature's scientific landscape. Madam, on October 22nd, 2008, India's first lunar probe was launched by ISRO. It carried 11 scientific instruments to study the moon's surface, mineral composition, and the presence of water molecules. The result was the discovery of water molecules on the lunar surface, indicating the possibility of water ice in polar regions. Further, it identified the presence of magnesium, aluminum, silicon, iron, and titanium on the moon. And Chandrayaan-2, I am not going to the details. Madam, coming to Chandrayaan-3, a testament to ISRO's dedication to exploring new frontiers. The lunar lander Vikram consists of 3 parts: lander, rover, and the propulsion module, which provide the spacecraft to traverse 384,400 kilometers wide between the moon and the earth. Thereby, India has become the 4th nation to achieve this after US, Russia, and China. Chandrayaan mission cemented India's global status as a superpower in the space. ISRO's accomplishment demonstrate how investment in scientific research can yield both knowledge and technological advancements with far-reaching impacts. What are the impacts of the mission? Madam, 4 main impacts. Number 1 is the healthcare. Number 2, the climate change mitigation. And number 3, the security. And number 4, one is the national well-being. So, Madam, the fusion of science and technology has catalyzed the transformative revolution of the healthcare like telemedicine and bringing the service of the expert healthcare professionals even to the remotest part of our country. In the area of climate change, India's strategic alignment of science and technology assumes paramount importance, and that too in the case of sustainable development adopted by the UN resolution in the year 2015, and we are commitment to honor them. We have to honor the commitments made in the UN as far as the sustainable development is concerned. Madam, national security demands a multi-phased approach rooted in innovation. So, Madam, the realm of science and technology is intricately linked to its educational ecosystem and its ability to nurture a culture of curiosity, learning and innovation. India's educational institutions and research centers plays a pivotal role in cultivating a skilled workforce and fostering a spirit of inquiry. Initiatives that promote STEM, that is science, technology, engineering and mathematics, have the potential to propel India further on its scientific journey, for which I urge maximum budget allocation has to be provided in the field of research and innovation. The present budget allocation is not sufficient to meet the purpose. And one more suggestion I would like to make, as far as the private sector is concerned, what is the amount being spent for research and innovation and development in the field of research and innovation? It is negligible amount being spent by the private sectors. It is everything is from the public sector. Definitely, once again, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the scientific community, in particular the ISRO and also the college from whom most of the members have already pointed out. Most of this engineering faculty is from the aided colleges or the government colleges. So once again, I take to congratulate and salute all the scientific community, in particular ISRO. Thank you very much.
श्री थॉमस जी, थॉमस जी,
कितने की पढ़ रहे हैं? 23-24 लाख का भाई ने पता कराया, कुछ भी नहीं पता। वो तो सॉल्व होना पे ही है।
Thank you, Madam, for giving me an opportunity to participate in the discussion on the success of Chandrayaan-3 mission and other achievements of our nation in the space sector. As a representative of Kottayam Parliamentary Constituency and a member of the Kerala Congress EM, I congratulate the scientists of Indian Space Research Organization and other crew members who contributed to success the Chandrayaan-3 mission. The whole country is proud of you. In a lighter vein, I must mention that most of the scientists, including the ISRO chairman, Dr. S. Somanath, are from my state, Kerala. The VSSC Thiruvananthapuram director, Dr. Unnikrishnan Nair, who also was a part of this mission, and he belongs to my constituency and he hails from a small village called Kodanallur in my constituency. He also had his studies in Malayalam medium schools and also had the local college where he has studied in the primary level. Sir, most of the alumni of the College of Engineering at Trivandrum, then TKM College of Engineering, Kollam, as well as the Kodamangalam, MA College of Engineering, Kodamangalam. 55 members of that alumni from MA College of Kodamangalam were part of this mission. Sir, that way Kerala has a glorious and prestigious position in the success of this historic mission. Sir, having said that, I want to raise a few other issues which are affecting the scientist community in India at large. First, apart from ISRO, there are so many other institutions which contribute to scientific research in India. If you want to grow in science and development cutting edge technology, we have to make sure that the institutes other than the premier agencies like ISRO also get enough funding and other support. However, the data tells us that the data which gives us is a complete different story. The expenditure on research and development as a percentage of GDP was 0.71% in 2013-14, which has now got reduced to 0.64 in 2021. Importantly, the most of the countries who are leaders in the field of technology and scientific advancement, the expenditure in research and development as a percentage of GDP is more than 3%. Sir, second, I would like to point out one more fact that in 2022, the GST rates on scientific and technological instruments to research institutes was raised from 5% to 18%. The overall impact of this decision is a reduction in the research and funding of government by two other scientists also have to pay more taxes for their laboratory instruments. I urge upon the government that the scientific and technical instruments supplied to research institutes should be exempted from GST. Third, recently the Ministry of Education and Department of Science and Technology have issued a GO to increase the fellowship amounts for junior and senior research fellowships. After 4 years of struggle of the researchers community, the increase in the amount was only 20%, sir, which is nothing in comparison to the inflation ratio. Sir, even the parliamentary panel has recommended a 60% revision in the fellowships and a minimum of 50,000 rupees.